Hey guys, Jeremy with Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek. Today I want to discuss problems with the Boruto anime. Now, I know it's kind of garnished a fan base over time, and I actually do like parts of it, but it's nowhere near its predecessor series. And that is a huge problem, but we'll get to that. Now, the first issue I see with this series has definitely started in the movie, all the way back then, and it was Boruto came across as a spoiled brat. I get that he had a dad that was so busy being Hokage, which there's another issue with that he can't keep up with his son and all this stuff, and Boruto wants to play it off, but to me it feels forced. It feels like they were desperate for some kind of emotional turmoil to be like Naruto, that they just fell short. They were confused. They didn't know what direction to take the character. Now, over time, he does get better, but that takes a heck of a long time. But yet they want to make him out like he's this great person, and everybody wants to be him like they were around his dad. They just didn't have the balance that the original series had. Now, another issue that I really find with this series is the side characters. They all come across as just either carbon copies of their dads or their moms, whatever, from the original series, or they're useless or just boring, generic characters that no one cares about. The few select ones that are actually interesting, they don't give them much screen time. They just let them be. They'll give you a couple episodes here and there where you think you're going to see something great out of them, and then it just kind of fizzles out, and it goes back to Boruto and, a couple others like Sarda and stuff like that. But it's still, there's no balance of character development of the side characters, which the series struggles with character development, period, but there's side characters just really get shafted, in my opinion. Now, there's also this whole inconsistency with canon. The anime tried to put all these episodes out before the manga even got to that point. And while I haven't personally read every single issue of the manga, I kind of got a general summarized statement from videos and things like that of what's going to happen. And they made Kawaki out to be this true brother for Boruto, even though he wasn't blood. And they were going in that direction. And then at the end of the series, as we know it as of right now, Kawaki suddenly betrays Boruto and wants to kill him, I guess. So that consistency between the two things is an issue, and it's really a lot to do with the fillers, I guess, which brings me to my next issue with the series. The fillers are horrible. I'm actually one of the few people that actually didn't mind the fillers in Shippuden, and even really Naruto itself. But to me, the fillers in Boruto are just horrible. They're weak. They're poorly written. 90% of them are like these slice of life episodes about characters that no one cares about. And it gets old really, really fast. Like, I don't get it. And I think it actually contributes to some of the pacing issues, because they just throw these in between great episodes and then back to these things as soon as the great episodes are done. And that's kind of, again, tied to the pacing issue. They don't really know how to pace the series. Now, they try to go over nostalgic with some of it, but again, it screws things up. They take characters that we know to be bad guys, like Orochimaru or Sasuke's team and stuff like that, and then they go from these horrible people to suddenly they're heroes and they're part of the team, and it just seems odd to me. We need to acknowledge what they've done. Yes, I get during the last war they, did some good things too, but all those horrible acts, especially with Orochimaru, shouldn't be forgotten in my opinion. It shouldn't be just let go because it can. And then the final thing I get with it is the poor animation quality. It has been horrendous. Now, I'm one of those ones that don't believe that people should get so bent out of shape of some poor animation. Like Dragon Ball Super had some very weak spots, but I didn't really care. I mean, they were just small scenes. But we get whole episodes of poor animation in Boruto, and it's terrible. And my final thought on this is they just don't seem like, for most of the series, they had a well-defined plot. They don't understand what direction they're going to go. They get these different ideas, and then it's like mid-idea, they just change it. So hopefully, with Kishimoto taking back over, that will change. Some of the stuff will improve. But, like I said, I haven't read the manga, so it's hard for me to fully know. And as of this video, from what I've been able to find, the sequel series of the anime hasn't been released yet, or even had a release date set, I should say. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. What's everyone's thoughts? Do you like Boruto? Are you a fan? Do you see the same problems I do? Do you see more problems? Post in the comments and let me know. Anyways, that's just kind of my thoughts for now. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.